coming up in this read. It really does go to show that the collective, they've been underestimated, and they shouldn't have been. Hi Sag, let's get into your September reading. Any information that you need, as always, you can find it all in my pinned comment and in my description box below. If you're cross-watching for a Sagittarius, then please switch over the roles, because I could be speaking directly to you, so the energy can be interchangeable. Although this month you might not get any benefit from cross-watching these reads, unless you're cross-watching specifically from places in your own chart, and I'll explain why in a minute. Okay, please also do remember that this is a general reading, so it's absolutely not going to resonate for everybody. You only take what's resonating specifically for you, and you leave what doesn't resonate for you for someone else. Okay, please also do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind and without expectations. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so Sag, I'm just going to draw, while I'm pulling your cards, I do need to draw your attention to my community post about the content of the start of September reads. Okay, the reason being that the messages are coming out like super different from what I normally do, and they're not so much about what's going on in your life specifically, but they've been more engineered towards what's going on specifically for you being part of a set collective, and what part you are going to have to play in the New World Order, the Great Reset. Okay, so it's like everybody has their specific skill set that they are really going to have to tap into, and this is what's being asked of us this month. Okay, why it's coming out right now, I've no idea. I'm not really in the position to question it. I don't know why. But I just have to honour the messages that are coming out. And I noticed the running thread when I did the first 3 reads. Okay, so Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and I was like, shit, there's definitely a theme that's going on here. So I have asked for the messages to be continuations of that particular theme. All right, so obviously if that sort of thing's not of interest to you, it's not a problem. Just join me again for your mid-month love reads, and then next month for your regular reads. It's not a problem, but for whatever reason these messages need to come out, and they need to come out now. Okay, right, so the Hanged Man with the 6 of Cups in reverse. So you're keeping it real. You're keeping it very real. You're not being sentimental at all. In fact, I'm hearing there is no time for sentimentality. Being sentimental right now is a waste of energy. And you're advising people on this, okay? King of Swords and the Lovers. The advisor, the speaker, the one that's very intelligent, the one who can see things for what it truly is. And again, it's a very cutting energy with the King of Swords. Don't get too wrapped up in the gender, okay? Whenever you see like king, queen, page, whatever, it's just the polarization of the feminine and masculine principles, okay? So that would be the masculine principle, which is using logic and intellect over feelings. It's that sentimentality again. There is no space for people to be sentimental right now. Now that's not being negative at all. It's being realistic. It's a very realistic vibe that's coming through with this. So Sagittarius, this is indicating that the part that the Sagittarius collective is going to have to play in the Great Reset. And I will also mention as well this Great Reset, this New World Order bullshit. It's not going to play out the way that those who are currently in power thinks that it's going to play out. And I feel that this is why the universe is giving this rallying cry to everybody. All right. So they're saying that the part that you have to play in this, Sagittarius, it looks like you're going to be the spiritual influencer. Now, it's similar to Aries energy, but it's different in quite a lot of ways. So whereas the Aries collective is going to be riling the people up to get to that point, you're the one that's then going to keep people at that point, if that makes sense. So Aries will get them there and you will keep them there, right? And this is you being the one who restores the faith in the people, because the general consensus has been everyone's feeling hopeless and down and powerless and feel like there's nothing that they can do, this, that and next. You would have seen evidence of that everywhere, right? So you're the one that's giving the new spin and saying to these people, look, guys, stop talking about the past, right? It is pointless to talk about the past. It's pointless to be nostalgic. Things need to be done in a new and different way, right? So you're tapping in to your ability to be this incredible philosopher and public speaker, and really keeping the collective's hopes, their morale, their spirits and their vibe high, right? That's the part that you're playing in this bigger picture, right? You're showing other people how to dance in the rain, basically. You're showing people where the opportunities can be found within these new changes, right? So like you're going to be the inspirational speaker for the people, for the collective. That's the part that you have to play. See how you're telling them, look, guys, let's work together. Lovers, let's all partner up together. Let's all do this together as a collective. And really reinforcing that message that you do have faith in the collective. Strength and the Three of Swords. Yeah. That is strength, hope and power, even in the face of the Three of Swords, even in the face of adversity. Like literally, you're helping the collective take back their power. You're right there at the top, Sag. Can you tell us about the environment, the atmosphere, or the people for Sag, please? Thank you. Seven of Cups. Yeah, see how you're showing everybody. And this crow, for me, when the card first came out, this crow was looking straight at the heart. And it's like, yeah, you're showing people not to look at their despair for too long, but to rather utilize that for peace. So it's kind of like showing people how to dance in that rain, how to really take their pain and their disappointment and their feeling of things being hopeless into something that is really actually hopeful, something that can be used beneficially. An inspirational speaker. So you're going to be like the spiritual influencer. The Tower, yeah, look at this. The Tower, the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Exactly. That is a civil shake-up. When people realise that they're the ones with the power, not the ones who are currently in charge. People are waking up and realising that they've been lied to and that they're not powerless. And they're hearing this through you. And they're believing it and recognising it through you. You are legit going to be the spiritual influencers. Like, there's no two ways about it. You're keeping the collective's morale high. There you go. I can't make it up. You're seeing these cards come out. Sagittarius, you're being called forth to go position yourself where lots of people can look at you, hear you, and really take on your advice. Position yourself in the public eye. That's the environment that you're going to be playing in, by the way, because this is the environment section of the read. Exposing the lies for what they really are, doing it in a really clever, smart way, doing it in a way that people are going to back you up rather than be afraid. For too long, people have been afraid, and that time is coming to an end. Else for Sag, thank you. Yeah, the Hermit. So this might be really, really difficult for some of you. Some of you might be like, oh my God, how am I going to do any kind of public speaking? Some of you feel disconnected to people as well, but the reason for those feelings of being disconnected is because you've been surrounding yourselves with the wrong kinds of people, with the wrong types of people. So this is saying you get out there and you say what you need to say and you do what you need to do, and the right people will find you. Okay? So don't you worry about finding the people, because the people will find you. That's how it works. You're helping people to no longer sit on their hands and do nothing about the changes that we all see taking place. At the moment, that's all you can see, is so many people sitting on their hands, bitching and moaning, but not actually doing anything about it, because they're expecting everybody else to do something about it. And then they're expecting to benefit from the rewards of the other people who are actually fighting back. It doesn't work that way. And I feel that that's what you're going to be explaining to people, that it doesn't work that way. This is going to require a collective effort so that people can take back their power. The fall is happening. It's happening. The current institutions are crumbling. And the people, they're going to take back their power. They will. But again, it's a collective effort, isn't it? Something to do with this winter as well. This winter is going to be very, very telling about how dedicated the collective are at rebalancing this. It's like, how much more can we take? This winter is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, as they say. And the collective is going to be looking for inspirational individuals. And that's where you, being the Sagittarius collective, is going to come in. Tell us more about this energy, please. For Sag. Tell us more, please, for Sag. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, I'll just be a second. Okay, so the ones that fell out on the floor is the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Swords, and they came out in reverse. Four of Coins, Five of Coins, the Hanged Man. Yep. So it's saying these greedy, selfish, manipulative, power-hungry thieves that have been taking more than their fair share from the collective, I need to be super careful how I word this, who have been taking more than their fair share off the collective and leaving the rest of us with nothing, when in actual fact there is plenty for everybody. They greedy mofos are going to be in this Hanged Man stage. They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to know what's hit them. And also, that's a perspective change as well. So these little shits are going to have a taste of their own medicine, and they're not going to like it. I love the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's one of my favourite reversals, right next to the Devil in reverse. Because this is all of the lies coming out to light. This is everybody knows the truth. The truth has won with the Seven of Swords in reverse. And now, Ten of Swords reverse, now the collective can start to heal. And build each other up and support each other. The collective can begin that healing process. And you're going to be right at the top of this, Sag. Inspiring the people to take action. It sounds ridiculous. I know exactly how it sounds as it's coming out. These are the strange messages that have been coming out in September's reads, though. This is it exactly. And every single collective has their own little jobs or duties or responsibilities, whatever words you prefer to use. They all have their own part to play in this big change. And you don't get more positive than that. I'm telling you that the reads that have been coming out have been so incredibly hopeful. It really does go to show that the collective, they've been underestimated, and they shouldn't have been. What else, please, for Sag? For the part that they play in the Great Change, please. What else for Sag? Okay. Oh yeah, trickery. Let's take a look. Number 50. Crows are known for stealing another bird's stash and then hiding it. That's an interesting little sentence there, isn't it? When you consider what's currently going on in society right now. Covering it up with leaves to then throw off its tracks. So stealing from other people, covering up their tracks so that they wouldn't get caught. Now, who does that sound like to you? Trickery brings to your attention that someone may be trying to deceive you. Well, yeah, no shit. We all know this now, don't we? When trickery appears, it is a signal to be aware, to be more conscious of the actions of those around you, because someone may be trying to employ a bit of deception to get what it is that they want. If you have a contract to sign, give it a closer look. There could be a clause in there that was not discussed that you may find unfavourable. So, Sag, were you taking the position of being like the spiritual influencer for the collective? That's indicating that basically one of these turd bags in charge that's currently in power, they're going to try and put like some kind of gag order on you basically and get you to sign it. All right? That's what that's warning against. How dare you tell everybody what it is that we're doing to the collective? How dare you? Do you know what I mean? That they will try and put a gag order on you. Trickery takes many shapes and sizes, from the innocent trickery to get someone out of the house so that a birthday party can be prepared, all the way down to an employer using their position to get you to work overtime by promising you a promotion that'll never actually materialize. Yep. This card may also indicate that your situation can benefit from allowing for some innovative and creative thinking. A little deception for the sake of the greater good may be warranted. It's interesting. So some of you are going to be putting yourselves or positioning yourselves in places of trust around these greedy fat cats to learn their secrets and then expose those secrets. Again, that's obviously not going to be applicable to all of you. But some of you are going to find yourselves, like a small handful of you, you're going to find yourselves in a situation where you can position yourself in such a way. And that's going to be really, really explosive. That would be amazing. And the rest of you, this is more about when someone tries to put that gag order on you, so that you cannot do your work, as it were, you're going to find your own little trick, your own little loophole of how to get out of that. It's very interesting. I did say at the start, didn't I, that this great reset is not going to go the way that they think it's going to go. Not even remotely. Else, please, to Sag. Wow. Okay. You're so enough. Yeah, so now is not the time for any self-doubt. Self-doubt, it's understandable, because it does seem like such a huge mammoth task. So it's understandable that you would be having your doubts. But again, don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate the power of the collective. The same way that these who are on their way out misjudged the collective and doubted the collective. Okay, don't make their mistake. You are more than enough, because you're tenacious. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to let anybody get in your path. You're not going to let anybody stop you. Be two things: who and what you want. So if you guys are looking for new leaders, be those new leaders that you're wanting to see. And take the risk. Yeah. Else, please, for Sag. So someone's saying, how can I possibly influence the collective or help with this movement when I have no money and I'm living in my car? Well, the answer that's coming through for you specifically is going to be for you to open up a blog and let people follow your journey, and you can be an inspiration to the hopeless through your blog of your own personal journey, if that makes sense. That's how you can influence the collective. Okay, so that they'll see your struggles and they'll see how you're progressing and growing out of your own struggles, and they will take a lot of advice from what it is that you've been through or are going through. Okay. Drop and give me Zen. Pay the piper and move on. It's time to pay the piper. Yep. All blessed out. All blissed out. Why did I say blessed? I saw that as blessed. So Sagittarius, you're blessed. And you're sharing those blessings. All blissed out and nowhere to go. Guess I'll just chill. Get your sweet ass outside. Live in the sunshine, swim the sea, and drink the wild air. Right, okay. So these two, they look like they're contradicting each other, but they're actually not. Know when it's time to chill. Know when it's time to play. And know when it's time to work. Okay? Wow. Right, so I do need to leave that one there, Sag. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.